Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, this is Bug Fables, and as promised we do have another episode of slightly faffy cleanup because I sort of want to procrastinate the plot, except this episode also contains something that I wanted to procrastinate anyway, but I've been deliberately ignoring you for many years now. This dude's got style.
He is very accessorized. He must be a Bee Kingdom regular. Bees don't really make hats, though. Maybe the glasses. Fashion built from many cultures, then?
He must be exploring around, too. I would have described him as, well, something a bit less favourable than that, but still. Yo, dude, what's your dingus?
This festival brought everyone together. For a night, we lived in true peace. To be honest, I'm still searching for a place I could live peacefully in. Maybe we'll meet again. You seem like you know where you're going.
And that's it. We've thrown a brick into the air. Is he still here? Nope, he's gone. So, he's kind of our General White of this game. If you get the reference, great. If you don't, be grateful. But yeah, we need to catch up with him in several different locations, starting with the Golden Settlement, and moving on to the Bee Kingdom. Although, I have notes on the general area that he goes to, but I don't have notes on where exactly, so there may be some bumbling. I know I've done this on my own time at some point in my personal save file. Oh, yep, well, here we go, we have found our dude.
Hey again, the Bee Kingdom's quite fantastic.
You think?
The air's clean and the people are nice. There's a great view and good food.
Think you'll stay here?
No, I don't think I will. I want to see what else the world can offer.
May we meet again, explorer?
May we meet again indeed.
And once again, if you leave the room and come back, he will have gone because he has moved on to Defiant Root. Yeah, that was a relatively pointless cut on my part, but there you go, he's just sort of chilling next to the elevator, or the lift if you prefer.
Hiya, still looking?
Yes, I must say Defiant Root's got its charm as well.
Really? The sand doesn't do much for us.
Although it's not the most prosperous, people trade and work together to endure thirst and bandits. It's a historic site with a tightly knit community.
A historic. Not an historic. I don't know when people started doing that, but it's subjectively wrong, and I will throw down exactly one public fisticuff on this matter.
Could this be the place you'll call home?
Not yet, but I hope we'll bump into each other once more.
Safe travels, then. Now, since we're here, I do want to check in on the guy that sells berries, because there is something coming up later in this video, and I want to be prepared for it, and as prepared as I can be, and I feel like I might be as prepared as I can be, and I'm not ready to make peace with that yet. Super Pepper. And you're too expensive! That's exactly what I was hoping to see, and it's too expensive! Okay, that's fine. I can come back off screen. In the meantime, I will meet you in the Ant Kingdom. Although, once again, I don't actually know exactly where. But this will give me a good opportunity to swing by the bank and sort of just grab an exactly 30 of money. You know, do an order of pizza for dinner. Just checking, is he up here in one of my many, many blind spots? Not that I can see, and I doubt he's hiding inside a Musa with a Zed's house. Right, withdrawal. You know, call me North Macedonia at Eurovision because I'm making a withdrawal. Well, I say that there. I have withdrawn myself from that entire bubble, but I'm still aware that they're likely to come back next year, as are Slovakia. Well, next year as in 2025. Because they've set aside the funding for it. They're just putting aside some money to celebrate the anniversary of their broadcaster in 2024. Anyway.
We meet again, friend. May we ask your name?
Oh, hey there. It's Kenny. You're the cover with Leaf, correct?
Word gets around.
We're surprised it took you this long to reach the Ant Kingdom.
It's quite cozy and bustling. Many cultures come through here. But before you ask, I don't think I'll stay here either.
It's a long search, huh?
Everywhere I've been to is wonderful. I just wish to see more.
Well, let's meet up again later then.
Why is your name Kenny? We should just call you Seymour. Seymour Butts, perhaps. Anyway, our next destination is the Termite Kingdom. I do my best to try and incorporate the scary door, or the sound it makes, into whenever I have to jump cut to here. And hopefully that comes across. Actually, before I go toddling off into other parts of the realm, maybe you're in a building. If ever there were a place to be inside a building, it would be this one. By which I mean, of all the settlements in this game, it feels like the Termite Capital has the most in the way of indoor places that you could feasibly ensconce yourself without it seeming like an encroachment upon the private lives of others. There are buildings with implicit public access that aren't just domestic homes. And in fact, there are domestic homes here as well that you could just barge into, but it would be weird to find him in there. And is that a microwave? Oh. I forgot this was here. I think that's the chef for this entire town. That's why I didn't have any notes on there being a character responsible for doing, you know, like with Crispy and Cut and the other one. Hi! You're on a rooftop this time.
Wow, you traveled all the way here?
Well, what's a journey without some risk? I don't regret it. The Termite Kingdom has a very different vibe. It's technological and convenient, but it feels a bit lonely.
Have you found what you were looking for, Kenny?
Yeah, I'm satisfied with having seen this beautiful world.
Where will you stay in the end?
Let's say the end's at the beginning.
We'll see you there, then?
Yeah, I'll head there after I visit the Coliseum. I hope we'll meet again.
Every other instance of Colosseum in this game is spelled correctly, except for that one. I mean, I say that, I don't actually have access to the game's entire script, so I could be talking complete rubbish. It's just, that's the only time I've witnessed where they've spelled it Coliseum instead of Colosseum. Anyway, Pepper, once again getting Mike Wazowski'd by the pillar. Okay, you have no further berries. I had a feeling that you'd have at least one, and you do, and I want it, and I'm giving it to Leaf. I will brook no argument on this matter, milady. It's going to Leaf. Anyway, Kenny, he is, as promised, he's right back where this whole side jibber-jabber started, in the Golden Sediment. And he should just be, yep, exactly where we found him to begin with. So this whole quest was pointless.
I missed this place, didn't you?
The Golden Settlement does have a very serene mood.
I think after seeing the world, this is the place I enjoy the most.
You just needed to make sure, huh?
Yep, it made me happy to see you around too.
It was nice seeing you too.
That always comes out of nowhere, but I wanted to have this.
We got a law book, and that's the only prize.
I just feel grateful for having met you.
Thanks? We should give you something back.
No, well, you've given me plenty. You're a cool one. Ask us if you need anything.
I will wish you the best in your own journeys.
I feel like I sort of figure-skated around a consistent voice for him, and never actually landed on something that was exactly the same from one encounter to the next. Anyway, our next destination is the Golden Hills, but specifically the top of the Golden Hills. And it's a good thing that I chose to make that cut there, because I had a sort of an embarrassing mishap with the boomerang, because I want to throw it and have it, you know, do this. Which I used to just do by pressing the X key and holding it down. But doing that now makes V do the flyy thing. So now I have to tap it and then press it a second time and hold it on the second press to make it do that. Anyway, you have something for us, or rather we have something for you which will make you have something for us.
I wish these pilgrimages would last forever. I can't get enough of this golden paradise. Wait a second.
Huh, what?
You three look like you're looking for something up here, are you not?
That's very perceptive of you. Indeed we are.
Do you think I could help you? I doubt it, but we thank you for your offer. Oh, come on, try me. I know these hills inside and out. Let me check our quests. As someone who's restricted himself to a small cave? Kind of a weirdo, right? Could you take me to him?
For what purpose?
I intend to murder him. Sincerely, Ryan Seacrest. This whole request chain is a bit abnormal, very well. Please stay close to us and we'll escort you to Sir Hermit. No rush. Don't forget to enjoy the sights you came here for.
No, that's quite all right. You're the only thing I came here for, which almost sounds flirtatious, question mark. And that looked very not health and safety. Anyway, I'm leaving the journey back in because there is something else that I want to check in on the way past, and I couldn't really think of a better time to slot it in, so beep beep, I'm a Jeep. What we need to do is, well, I thought I'd already done this, but apparently not. So we had Tangerine clear the way into this side room a while ago. Apparently I just never talked to this guy.
Where are the customers? Been a while since anyone came. I might have to close down at this rate.
Excuse us.
What is it? Can't you see I'm... Wait, are you customers?
Depends. What do you do here?
Oh, welcome to the Whack Farms.
That sounds incredibly suspect.
Here we play a popular game called Whack-A-Worm.
Oh, that's the game we played at the festival.
I don't remember if I ever actually called it out, but yes, this is now, as of completing the bandit's hideout in Chapter 4 and fixing Tangerine's horn, you can now do that whenever you want.
Yep, the festival hosts it sometimes, but here you can play whenever you want. It's 10 berries for a try, and depending on your score, you can win quite a few berries or items back. So, are you interested in playing Whack-A-Worm?
I am too poor.
I never changed my mind, just come back.
We just needed to check in with that, but, enough faff. I'll just go and meet you at the cave of Sir Hermit. See you there. And with that, we have arrived. We found someone from a self-described golden paradise. Hello.
Here goes. Hermit dude, is this what you were looking for?
The bug. My request led you to another bug.
In hindsight, probably not what a hermit wants.
Hello, I've heard of your quest. That you've been here for so long.
And you will try to make me see the bright side like all the others.
Oh, not at all. I think this place is lovely. If it's kept you entertained, it must be full of hidden wonders. Would you mind if I stayed and looked around?
Ah,
If that's okay.
you look at this world in a wholly different way, don't you? You're not searching for the meaning in things.
I think things happen just because. I love to admire the results.
Ah, I would like you to stay.
Call me Texie. It'll be my pleasure.
Explorers,
Yes?
thank you. I never expected you to go this far for me.
Me neither. Did we just play matchmakers?
As long as everyone's happy.
This is the one worldly thing I have left.
Another lore book! We are swimming in literature at this point.
It's from my younger days. I'm glad I kept it, if only to give it to you.
I must thank you too, although I have nothing to give.
Don't worry about it. We'll leave you to your introspection and stuff.
If you ever need us, just post in the town's quest board if you have any way of reaching it whatsoever.
And that's that. We're sort of done there, and I guess I'll meet you back in town, because something else should have opened up in the intervening time. So, if I'm remembering rightly, yep, a new quest has indeed popped. Want to relive memories. So, talking to the Whack-A-Worm guy makes this quest appear. This has been available to us since Chapter 4. Possibly, well, I would say possibly earlier, but I think talking to the Whack-A-Worm guy is the prerequisite, so yeah, I sort of meant to do that and never actually got around to it. So, well, I'm going to check in with that, but I am sort of paranoid that I'm going to need money in order to do that, so I guess I'll do the other thing first. So, I was already talking a big game about how, oh, this wanting to relive memories quest has been open to us for bloomin' ages. there's something else that's been open to us for ages as well, and I don't want to do it because it's difficult and intimidating, and I feel like any player of... Again, I don't want to put words into people's mouths, but I feel like what I'm about to... Thank you, Bridge. I thought it would snap back into place. Why did you wait to snap back into place? So rude. I feel like if anyone has a memory of playing this game and getting to the bit that I'm about to go and do, it's probably not a happy memory. Not necessarily sad or you know, just angry, salty perhaps. Again, I could be putting words into people's mouths, and for that I apologize, but out here on yonder golden path, there's a side chute that we've had access to for a very long time. How long a time? For as long as V has been able to hold her boomerang in place to spin these cranks. There's a side path just up there. And it's... Okay, we've definitely got the berries now, so that's cool and good. So I didn't need to do this at all, but whatever. This leads to a whole separate side area, and as I said, you could go here really early. You could go here before taking on the entire Golden Hills if you so chose. But that's not a good idea. Oh, hello, Hardseed. It is good at least to... I suppose if you go here as soon as you can, then I suppose it'd be good for grinding up exploration points and levels and whatnot, because at present moment, we are very... Well, we're over-leveled for the sort of thing that we're experiencing around here. Aha. Wait, are you a drippy flower or not? Right. We'll have that spinning. Come to think of it, we could probably just use V's ability to fly to cheese this puzzle, because obviously this has been open to us, as I said, for a very long time. So I would imagine that it's not heavily future-proofed. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff around here from just generally that period of the game, and there are two things we're looking for. One of them, I vividly remember an exit to the left, which, if we're in the room I think we are, then that can absolutely wait its fair turn, partly because that's the end. But also, hi, you gonna go back up there? You need to be frozen in place? You feel like you need to be frozen. There's a crystal berry over there, and... Let's see, how... Okay, so you go up like that. You spin like that. Okay, we're gonna want you to be horizontal. Unless... Can I hit both of you at the same time? Okay, perfect. Now, I guess we're gonna want this thing to spin around, jump aboard, jump onto here, with the platform still upright, and there we go. That's relatively straightforward. We've got the crystal berry, everything's cool and lovely and yum, and we can put that back into place, and... I'm trying to forget that we're going to do the thing we're about to... Wait a minute. I thought we'd hit a room transition. I feel silly. Let's try that a second time, but with a bit less failure. I'm coping right now. I am on a significant amount of copium. I don't want to do this, but here we nevertheless are. What do you mean? Okay, to hell with it. I'm not even going to keep the platforms up this time. We have the ability to fly, which the game does not expect of us at this point, so I'm just going to cheese that final jump too. Hell with it. Slovenia 2008, Fragna Same, which is about the extent of my Slovene. So, here's a room with nothing in it.
This thorny surrounding, it reeks of danger.
That's a little dramatic.
It's fine, let's load up on items and look around.
I knew there was something I'd forgotten to do. So, take care, because if you step too many foots in here, you're in for a bad time. First of all, Piss Crystal, heal me up, even though we're already at full health. Because I dislike this immensely. Behold, Pat Benatar in plant form. I don't know what Pat Benatar looks like. I only know of I only know the name because of Benatar, the keyboard player from Your Favorite Martian, which was a fantastic band. It's a shame that it went the way it did. The Devourer.
Ugh, you monster! How dare you devour other bugs! I'll cut you and your lackey stems down! V, Leaf, if someone gets swallowed, fight from within. We shall not flee until you escape.
So yeah, your allies can be swallowed whole, at which point they are removed from the battle. So if, for example, V were to be swallowed by the plant, she's out of commission for several turns. If both Kabu and Leaf were to faint in that time, it doesn't matter how much HP V still has at that point, it still counts as a game over. I don't care what you say, that is cheap as hell. So, anyway, it being plant-based, I'm gonna rely on Ice Rain, because that's 5, 10, 15, 20, because that's Leaf's base power plus 1 from the spicy pepper, and then also it's plant, so it's weak to it anyway, and I very nearly hit the wrong thing there. Turn relay back to Leaf to do it again. I don't care, this is cheaper than my usual brand of cheap strategy, but this boss is evil and horrible. 4, 8, 12, 16. We're doing quite well for ourselves. And Chompy's lending a hand as well. So, this boss can do a lot of damage rather quickly. As demonstrated there, I suppose. But luckily, I think that'll be 5, that'll be 10, and then take you out as well. And as is consistent with Paper Mario games as well, if you're doing a long-form attack like that, and an enemy starts doing sort of that jittery animation, then that means that it has passed 0 HP and you can leave it alone. Like, if it does its hurt animation and then rights itself, then it's still got HP. If it does its hurt animation and stays in the hurt animation, that's it, it's out of HP, focus on someone else. Anyway, we've got a Crystal Fang. That's the easiest time I have ever had with that boss, but that's because when I did it on my personal playthrough, as a matter of principle, I did it underleveled because I was so offended at being jump scared by a boss in this room, because, like, I don't routinely do the tattle command, you know, the press escape or whatever to hear about the local environment. And so I went into this room, I saved, I wandered up here expecting there to be more platforming and puzzles, and then I got jump scared by a boss that could just murder you in the face. It was not a fun time. But that's all in the past now. So, I'm not sure, I think we've got enough time for this now. So, as I set up earlier in this very video, Lord Tummysire, hollow be his bones, asked us to, help him relive some memories pertaining to Whack-A-Nugget. And so I guess we can go and do that. I can afford to pay the cost of the game if so required. Hello, look at your adorable little tummy tum-tum.
Kabu, V, Leaf, it's good to see you.
It's always nice to be back. You had a quest posted up and stuff, right?
But you shouldn't have bothered, Kabu. I'm sure you've got more important things to do.
Well,
Not at all.
Thanks.
Let's get on with the details, like the reward, for example.
Oh, don't worry. The mayor pays well. You see, Austin was good at all. I didn't expect to like Whack-A-Worm so much.
and you're seeking some thrills again?
Yup. I really want to see someone score a 20.
All right, I'll whoop him up. There's a nice spot near the settlement. Shall we check it out?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Kabu. I'm so excited. Now push.
I'm not actually sure which one of them said that. That was either Kabu or V. We'll figure it out in editing, and speaking of editing, no point watching me walk him all the way there, is there? And we are back. And in the next episode, by the way, I do plan on doing one last round of faff, because there's stuff I wanted to do in this video and there just wasn't enough time in one sitting, so we'll come back to that. But first, I want to entertain Lord Tummy Tum Tum.
This place is so beautiful. I didn't know of it.
It was,
Obstructed.
Sit back and watch, Mayor. I'm gonna get that 20.
we really do have to pay for it. You know, I don't even get one free go just for doing it as part of a quest. Fine. But yes, it plays exactly the same as at the festival. So if you remember how that works, you'll be fine here. He says, hitting nobody. I'm sort of trying to identify the music. Is it just the regular battle theme, but with a key change? Okay, I will say, paper aesthetic, difficult to tell what plane they're on, and also I'm either several months out of practice or a year out of practice and several months as well. I don't remember, so we've had half the time, we're not even halfway there. Well, can you blame me? I'm trying to hit two-dimensional objects in a three-dimensional playing field. I'm out of practice. I thought 20 was fairly easy and it was 30 that would be the difficult score. Apparently both. Then again, I'm getting my rhythm. I mean, it's too little too late, but, you know. Well, I don't know, we could make it. Come on. Seriously? Okay, I am personally offended by that because there are several where, like, maybe it's my monitor, I looked lined up for that. So we're going again, which means I have to pay again. I was expecting salt in this video. I was not expecting this to be the bringer of salt, but it's fine. I've had my practice round. Stop disappearing! I'm not getting as grumpy as I'm making it sound, although that being said, I am wearing a shirt and also a jumper and also the radiator is on, and historically I don't fare well when commentating whilst warm. But hopefully, you know, having got my steps in practice-wise, we should be fine now. I've acclimatized my eyes to the dimensions, which sounds like a nonsense thing to say, but okay, that, again, looks like it should have hit, but it didn't. Do I have any advice for someone doing it for themselves? Not really. Just play for yourself, get a feel for it. Now, I believe there is a prize for, like, a certain score. It might actually be 25, which, maybe it is 30, I don't know. There is a prize which is separate from the prize here. So, you get a prize from Lord Tummysire for getting 20, and I think an additional prize for getting either 25 or 30. I don't remember. Test and editing, look it up for me. Thank you, Bean.
You really did it. I thought it were impossible.
It was nothing, for real. Just took a practice round.
Oh, thank you. You've brought a real good time to this tired old bug.
I hope this repays my debt to you, even slightly.
V's the one who did everything, so...
You never owed me... Oh, calm down. Now, let me give you a proper reward. A desert key.
A key?
Oh, you'll have to check near my house to see the treasure it guards.
Really? Awesome. Treasure. Thanks for the business. If I get 30, do you pay double?
We'll, get going now.
That's alright. I got to go and get some work done too. See you in Defiant Root.
So, do I get a prize? Whatever. Does this sign say anything about it? Okay, there you go. So, I got over 25, and you're not going to give me the prize for it. So actually, I'm going to try that again, because I have enough money for exactly one more go. So, bear the house with me. I am salty. I had plenty of time to get a 26th, and they just did not spawn. I did not hit 25, I hit exactly 25 because you wouldn't spawn any more of them. Yeah, saltiness.
It's not 30 worms, but still super impressive.
Okay, so there is a prize for 30. Okay, so the main prize, Oh, I forgot this was here. Okay, then. Well... I'll put it on leaf. Okay, I'll turn in that desert key and we can end the episode. How about that? And we're back. And as you may or may not recall, we were told that the treasure sleeps adjacent to the mayor's house, because 5 keys tells a story, but 3 do not. That's just advice if you're doing a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer and you're collecting Forest Temple keys. 3 keys is not enough. You need a minimum 4, otherwise you'll just get stuck between 2 locked doors. Speaking of locked doors, here's the secret PP. A set of dark cherries, a battery that we can't take with us. We can see him through the walls. I'm in your walls. And another lore book. So, we are coming dangerously close to having all of the lore books. I think there's, off the top of my head, there are 2 more that we don't have yet, and I'll deal with that in the next episode. So I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and flip, in the next episode, I'll meet you in the World of Bridges 2.0 room down in the Forsaken Lands. How about that? See you there, and see you then.